ahead and open up the questions for you.
Ethan, obviously, you guys, you go on the road against a ranked opponent, you feel like you have the game won with a minute left, and then just to come up short in overtime, I know that's got to be hard for you guys to, swallow, but does that motivate you even more going into this week's game, knowing that you're so close, you're 1 or 2 plays away from getting that first win?
Yeah, it just seems like every game in our conference is going to be like that, so it's always going to come down to the last play, the last quarter, so I think it was huge to see us perform, especially as an offense, to go out there and just do our job and get to where we've done, but obviously, it's just a matter of syncing up offense and defense, everybody doing their job and coming together and getting the job done. But like Coach says, we're never satisfied with the loss. We're not happy that we hung with these guys or whatever. We just want to see one in the win category. I think a huge part of us is just having the confidence to do what we've continued to do, continue to get better in areas that we've struggled in. And the offense week 1, the offense and where we are now, speaking from that behalf, it's night and day. So it's really cool to see those things come together, and it's cool to see that on paper in the score column. But obviously not showed up in the win column yet. So
you mentioned it night and day. You said offense from week 1 to offense last week. Just what has been the biggest key for that growth as an offensive unit?
I think it's just a commitment to just like being cohesive. The more you care about the guys you play with, the easier it is to play for them. And I think what I've seen just in my time here is just how much these people care about each other and how much we care for what the coaches give and what we're all giving for each other. So I think that makes it easy to just, when it's the fourth quarter and you're gassed after playing however many snaps and you got a job to do, I'm willing to do it and everybody else in that field is willing to do it because we care so much for each other. So I think growing into trust in the quarterback role, growing into trust in the receivers, trusting that the backside tackle's got your blind side and all these other things, I think that's what plays a huge part in being a completely different offense.
Looking ahead to Saturday, you guys got a tough opponent here at home, Youngstown State. Just what do you think are some keys for you guys as an offensive unit to put yourselves in the best position to bring home a win?
I think a huge part of it's just winning first down. Staying ahead of the sticks is going to be a big part of it, but continuing to trust the guys up front, and I think just preparing to score a lot of points. So that'll be fun.
Thanks, Ethan.
Scoring a lot of points. I mean, we just talked with Coach about the big plays that happened in the game last year. Talked about the big plays that just happened this past week. It's a lot of fun when you get to go out there and play football. 2 receivers with 50-yard catches. Justin breaks that 39-yard touchdown run. Just how exciting is it to see the offense clicking and going, and what have you guys done to carry that over into practice and into the game plan this week?
I think it's just really cool just to see guys do what we know we're capable of. So it just continues to build that confidence. And now when Harry Van Dyne catches a 50-yard bomb, I'm not surprised. I'm just running down there with them, lining up to do it again. When I see Justin Ninka, when I think he's down 3 different times during the play, and I'd turn around and there he is 60 yards down the field, I think it becomes normal. So just continuing to celebrate that, but just growing a confidence of that, like this is who we are and this is what we can do. So just carrying that and celebrating, living in the moment, and not being afraid to cheer each other on, being our biggest fans for each other. That's what really helps us continue to do that.
This Saturday is the mental health awareness game, and I know that we've got a video that's coming out later on today just about that and the importance that it is for you and some of your teammates. Just talk about what that means to you and just how you guys are wanting to bring awareness to that situation.
I think we've all seen just how much mental health has just become more of a prominence in college athletics, and you just see tragedy after tragedy, and I think a lot of us are just kind of sick of seeing it. It hurts us, and it hurts so many people to see what happens so often, and a huge part of what we can do is just talking about it, just raising that awareness. So there's so many people that have played such a large role, like Dr. Chu and Asia Pavlin and other people at the university that care so much about us and that have a commitment to that and have invited me and my teammates into things like that. So I think just creating a space, especially in football, male sport, where just mental health isn't talked about, it's taboo, it's soft. So whatever it is, I think we're just trying to change the narrative and create an opportunity for us to be the best we can be on the field, but also just as humans, as men, brothers, friends, sons, whatever it is. I think that's where it comes from a lot for my team specifically, and this will be a big step towards that.
All right, let's open up questions for Jack.
Jack, as one of the leaders on the defensive side of the ball, just what's been your message, to some of the younger guys throughout the season? Obviously, the record isn't where you want it to be, but you guys have been playing better and better each week. Obviously, like we said with Ethan and Coach, there's no moral victories, but playing on a great performance last week, you got a chance to finish the season strong with these 3 games, starting with the one at home on Saturday.
Yeah, just basically lean on each other, especially the younger guys, look at the older guys, see what they're doing, follow their lead, and a lot of them, they're coming right along, and I've got faith in every single one of them that goes out there, everybody that's next to me, young or old, to do their job, and just leaning on each other to do our jobs and know what's going on.
We talked about growth a lot today in this press conference. I mean, just how have you seen the defensive unit grow since week 1 to now?
I think just cohesively as a unit, we're better. You know, we just relying on each other. Everybody knows what we're doing, and we're not afraid to tell somebody when they're messing up or fix people's problems, like on the field or off. And so I think just as a unit, we are closer as brothers, as a family, as a team. So, and I think a lot of that stems from, you know, the leadership, both young and old, of, you know, younger guys not being afraid to speak up either. And so, you know, every time we go out there, like I said, I trust everybody that's out there to do their job and help us perform and win.
Past Ethan, I mean, obviously, you know, you guys are so close to that first win, knowing you're a couple plays away. Just does it motivate you coming off a loss like Saturday to play even better this Saturday and try and bring home that first win?
Yeah, always. Every time, you know, you get that close, you kind of want something back. But again, you know, no moral victories, and you can't go back. So yeah, it pushes us every day. And you know, we come in on Sunday and Monday and watch the film. You know, nobody's in there moping, pouting. We're all just ready to learn, get better, and you know, ready for Saturday.
Thanks, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everybody comes in with talent or they wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Has the biggest growth been in confidence in each other?
I think so, but you know, I mean, week 1, fall camp, you know, we all had confidence in each other, and you know, the more we play, the more you get that experience on the field, I think that confidence grows even more. So yeah, nobody's like looking at each other, not thinking that, you know, they're not the right person for the job, because we know everybody that's out there is. And Coach Wilson says it all the time, you know, if you're on the field, then you're the most important person at that position in the country. And I think everybody takes that seriously in how we play and prepare for every game.
I've got 1 or 2 questions. I know that John mentioned third generation Indiana State athletes. How much pride do you have just to wear that Indiana State across your chest and to go out there and represent the University every Saturday?
I take a lot of pride in it. You know, my grandpa went here, played. He's in the Hall of Fame. All my uncles came through here and played football. My mom came here. She's also in the Hall of Fame for track. So, you know, putting Indiana State jersey on every Saturday, it really means something. It's not just, you know, getting to go play football. It's representing not only my team, but my family. And I couldn't be more proud every day to do it.
Youngstown State likes to run the ball. I know that you guys take pride in the defensive line of stopping the run. What's been the conversation just within your room this week as you look ahead to this game?
That's been just it, stopping the run, you know, winning first down. They're big up front, and that seems like that's all we've been hearing. So, yeah, but in this conference, you know, it seems like every team's big up front, and we've never shied away from it. So, you know, it's going to be a physical battle up front, and I think we're ready. You know, Lucas, G, Justin, Shane, Kenny, like we're all ready to do it, and nobody's backing down from it.
Last question, I may edit this out, so we'll see. Was there any conversation with you and Lucas on that interception about him either pitching the ball to you since you were up there next to him, or what was going through your head as you saw him take off down the field with that ball?
There was a lot of things going through my head. When I first saw it tipped, I was like, oh, that's mine. And then it kept flying. I was like, oh, it's not mine. And then as soon as I turned, the first person I saw was their running back, who's the intended receiver. And I was like, oh, he's going to catch it. And then Lucas came out of nowhere and caught it. And I don't usually audibly like say things during a game, especially mid-play. But there were a couple of things said where I was kind of shocked. And then, yeah, after that I was just looking for somebody to block. Then obviously, you know, he got taken down, which, you know, I got on him a little bit for. But, you know, as roommates do. But, yeah, it was mostly just excitement. And then especially, you know, offense goes out there and scores right away. You know, that's big. That was a big momentum shift in the game and helped keep us in it. So, yeah, we've talked about it a lot, and I don't think he's ever going to not bring it up. So, yeah, it's been good.
How do you view his running style after he got the interception?
Oh, man. Well, he's a lot slower than I thought he was. No, but he's yeah, I love that guy. You know, me and him are best friends, and if it was going to happen to anybody, I'm glad it happened to him. You know, got to pick his knees up a little bit, I guess, but, you know, we get there. It's good.